Alright, here we go. Round 2 on the play against Jeff Harms. And this is a sweet one. Yeah, there's no way I'm mulliganing this one. Any hand with Goblin Guide is pretty sweet. The little match I just played for fun against my opponent from the last round we played again in my curve was Goblin Guide, Shrine of Burning Rage, Sulphurate Vortex. That was a pretty nice one. He almost won that game. I'm embarrassed to admit. We're definitely getting him pretty good here. Whoa. Hey now. Alright. That was pretty nice. It's a little awkward to have to day something under Rishadan Port. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. Obviously that Killed Marauders would have been sick with Skull Clamp. I'm just gonna play the clamp. Battle in. Ew. Alright, well I won't be tapping his land in his upkeep. Look at that stupid Maze of Ith. So I'm happy to upkeep it next time since he has a... Right? And Ether Adept in hand, I don't want him to cast that. Since I believe that would get him right back in the game. Drawing a land there was pretty good. I mean, not totally incredible, but pretty good. So the goal here is to get him to 6, eh? That might actually be problematic because now he goes Maze of Ith, and then I tap that attack, put him to 8, and then he plays Ether Adept, or not. Alright then. Well, I can't imagine that that's going to end horribly for me. I'm surprised you didn't play the Maze, actually. Crystal Shard, okay. Yeah, he's drawing a lot of slow, dirtly cards here. The Lawkeeper makes me a little happier. Since even if he bounces the Goblin Guide, we can just slam it and continue to attack. Of course, I once again forgot to tap his land. And didn't matter. Alright. I was watching another match. Yep, I'm an idiot. Good tap. Yeah, he's just dead. Shoot. Any more dazes? Any at all. Excellent. Alright, so he's playing a blue deck. That doesn't tell us a whole lot. He's got Crystal Shard. That was the only one that we saw. And obviously Crystal Shard's pretty slow against us. Yeah, obviously we don't have a whole lot to change, so I think I'm okay with this setup. Alright, he's on the play, choosing to go first. This hand's actually not that great. And a Bertle. Hold on just a second. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, this hand. It's not super impressive, but the shrine makes it worth keeping. Blue decks tend to have trouble with this guy, assuming he doesn't daze it. It's probably worth playing around, actually. Starting off with a Battlefield Forge. A Swamp. Alright, so he does in fact have a second color of mana, contrary to our initial impression. Let's see. Well, I'm definitely playing something here. But what? Probably Mistral Charger. I'd say that's my worst creature. Alright. Man, getting to cast days, that's no fair. Obviously waiting around doesn't do me any good. Okay, Sword of Fire and Ice. So we officially have some targets for the various cards we'd like to bring in. Yeah, I think Orm's Thunder will actually be pretty good against him. I'm not sure about Leonin Relic Water. Obviously we'd be able to cast it here, but in general it's not the kind of card that Solitary Trooper, Storm Noble. This still isn't looking too bad. If he has some sweet creature that survives Lightning Bolt that he can equip with the sword, that's bad news, but if not, we're not in bad shape. Obviously the Searing Blaze with a Sword of Fire and Ice in play probably isn't going to be doing damage, but still got 7 points of burn in my hand, and then obviously the Shrine in play. Alright. So, Gilded Drake, if you can't make the exchange, the ability doesn't occur, so I'm going to see if I can at least force him to use a counterspell here. Alright, that works. Oh, we might actually finally hit him here. Who knows? So, assuming he... Yeah, okay. That was an interesting choice there. I feel like... I mean, I guess there's no guarantee for him that I'll ever tap out again, and he may not ever get value off the Shrine. But, yeah, obviously I'm going to tap out again because, you know. The Lockkeeper makes me feel a lot better about that sword. Two cards in hand. Consuming Vapors. Alright. Well, I think it is the Lockkeeper that needs to go here. It wasn't a bad one. Skull Clamp, eh? Alright, so I think the play here is to battle, and then post-combat I'm going to put Skull Clamp on the Noble, and then I'll sack that to the Consuming Vapors. It's not actually the card that I want to stack to the Consuming Vapors. I think I'd rather leave this one in play. But, value's value. He even gains one less life. I mean, come on. It's a tough choice, but... Brimstone Volley, another good card. Calcite Snapper plus Sword of Fire and Ice. That's gonna be rough. Alright, so he actually just has nothing, which is awesome. And we just have everything. So I'll battle him with the Trooper. And he blocks. Firebolt him. And I think... So, naturally the big finish is to Skull Clamp the Solitary Trooper and then Brimstone Volley. Maybe now's the time to do that. Oh. Okay, we can upkeep it. That's fine. Or do it now. Yeah, I don't know how magic works. Anyway... So he's got to draw a bounce spell here for the Shrine, or he's dead. And even if he does, I replay it, play Incinerate. Yeah, he's pretty dead no matter what. Alright.